And there you are. Let me fix you. Is that all right? That always takes a second. Okay. Pam who? Pamela. Hi, good morning. Good 12:26. Good afternoon. It's time for the front seat. Frivolousness. Frivolities. It's lunch break. Are you on your lunch break? Oh dear. I'm just that's the quietest that 3 seconds right there has is the stillest, the most still and quiet, most quiet. That's not coming out right. Never mind. And running. And more than just my mouth. So we'll give a few folks a minute to gather around. This makes people scream. I know it. I know you're all screaming. Ah, yeah! He's cleaning his glasses with a napkin. Yep. Always have, always will. I know you get little micro abrasions on them. I still see through them. But the optometrists are having a fit. Now I'm going to blow my nose and then throw this away so I don't clean my glasses again. Oh, you're having a BLT. Well, I'm not going to blow my nose. I'm just going to do that. Okay. Sorry. Oh, dear. Who's crying? Is it an optometrist? Every time I do that, I get... Look, I'm 58 years old. I will pull any napkin out, clean my glasses. I know that's how you get frosted lenses. Hi, Christina in not Brooklyn, Staten Island. Is it chilly on the island? Hi, everyone. You know the Statue of Liberty belongs to New Jersey. That wasn't for Christina. Yes, those sailboat tumblers are going to be fine. All those, huh? They're in the mail. The sailboat tumblers, I just put them in the mail this morning. I just stopped about an hour ago and put them in the mail. You aren't what? I don't know. You didn't proofread that. You aren't ours. Can't read that. Has anyone seen the post about? Yes, we have. Sad. Yep, I saw it. I know. Yeah. Sad to hear that. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't want that top fans thing on there. That's just. I wish they would take that away. YouTube is always putting out stuff. I mean, you can guarantee anything that anytime there's a change with something like this, it's always because they have an opportunity to make more money on it, I guess. Okay, this is front seat frivolities time because it's lunch break, and I do have to say this that I'm going to actually what parking lot are you in today? Today I'm in a wah 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 wah, and I'm in Pennsylvania because most of you may not know I live on the border of New Jersey and Pennsylvania. The Delaware River is the borderline for quite a bit of it. and it runs from way upstate New York all the way down to the Delaware Bay and out into the Atlantic Ocean. And oh, good, Pamela, you can watch for a little bit. So let me, with my split level brain, let me try to do this. Some of you may know I am producing a video every day from now until Christmas Eve. And there might be a video on Christmas Day. Haven't decided yet. Sometimes it's a vlog. College days eating at Wawa. I'll tell you what, we love us a Wawa, and the Wawas are going out to different places. There's one that opened up. My old college roommate, who I've known since we were teenagers. He lives in the South, and they just got one in where he lives in North Carolina. I don't know if he's been to it yet. I need to ask him. Timeless Tommy. We're getting old, Timeless Tommy. Is this thing going to park right next to me? No, it's not. Good. Go on. All right. Where's my... No, I just had it. What did I do with the... Oh, here it is. Wouldn't be much frivolities without this. Okay, stick to your... Try to complete a thought, will you? All right, here's the thought. Get back on track. I'm putting a video out every day between now and Christmas Eve. I know the holidays are tough for folks, and not that I'm any big deal. Please, there's plenty of other things you can watch on television than me. But if it cheers a few people up and gives you a little something to look forward to, hey, you know what? Maybe it is a blue Christmas for you, or maybe you're by yourself, or you just, maybe the holidays are tough. It's just me trying to say, hey, I'm going to be here every day with just a little something. And who knows what it'll... Sometimes the videos are going to be big produced things, with special effects and music and all this. And sometimes I'm just going to turn the camera on and go, blah, 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 blah. This is good. So this is what, day 4. Today's December 4th. Yeah. This is today's offering. In other words, this is what I'm giving you today. So it's not technically a vlog, but this is what I'm going to do today, because this is my big day shopping, like one day a week, usually just one day where I'm out all day from the crack of dawn until dawn gets in bed. I'm out. Thank you kindly. And so today's my day to be running around. I'm not going to be able to produce a different program than this for today, because I'm going to be worn out when I get home tonight, and I've got other stuff I've got to do, other responsibilities I've got to do. And I didn't sleep well last night, tossed and turned, dreamt all night, and then got up way too early. So I did not have a good sleep last night. So this is just going to be for today. I do have things to show you that I've purchased. Because I've been shopping this morning. Left the house. It was cold, about 28 degrees, 26 degrees this morning. I couldn't sleep either. You watched me on YouTube? I hope that put you to sleep. Who said that? Christy. Oh. I had dreams last night. Ooh. And it was weird. It was a horrible dream, wake up, turn over, and then a weird dream, wake up, turn over, and then another dream. You have a lot of glass in your area. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to, since you mentioned it, well, I'm going to show you some. I watched your video late last night, too. Wait, yesterday's? You know what is so funny? You saw me go to the grocery store, and it happened to be in Aldi, because that's where I was at that time. And I picked up a ham steak, some oranges, sweet potatoes, and I forget what else. And then I came home and I was cooking it. And then in the comment section, someone said, well, I never heard of anybody boiling cantaloupe before. It must be a northern thing. So, a cantaloupe, it was a sweet potato. Oh, dear. And then somebody else said, what are you doing boiling sweet potatoes? Haven't you ever baked one? Folks, I'm 58 years old. Of course I know how to bake a sweet potato. But you know, us Yankees, we do boil things a lot. And it's a weeknight dinner. You know, you come home at 6 o'clock at night. I'm not going to turn the oven on and spend all night baking. But baked sweet potatoes are good. But I can take a sweet potato, cut it up, boil it, and eat it. And you know what? I don't put butter on it. I don't put cheese on it. I don't put marshmallows on it. I don't put brown sugar on it. I don't even hardly put salt and pepper on it. I just eat it. Now you may go, ugh. But I think we can train ourselves to just, you know, we have to have marshmallows and we have to have brown sugar. No, you don't. You ever just eat a sweet potato? They're delicious. Now, I'm not against seasoning, huh? I never thought to boil them. I'll have to try it. Cynthia, you've never boiled a sweet potato? Well, you've boiled a potato. We've all boiled potatoes before. No? I do know that boiling things is very Yankee. You know, you've heard of the boiled New England dinner? Now, I don't live in New England. My father's ancestors came from there. And I'm pretty close to New England. I mean, I can be in New England in 3 hours and be in Connecticut. You guys have never boiled a sweet potato? Now, somebody out there has diced up a sweet potato like I did last night and boiled it. You know somebody has. Probably another Yankee. Have you ever heard of New England boiled dinner? We just throw it all in a pot and boil it. Huh? Yeah, boiled dinner. See? Thank you, Judy. Yeah. Oh, you'd like to garden. Yeah, it's called like a one-pot dinner. It anybody in the north has grown up eating boiled dinner. You throw a hunk of meat in there, turnips, carrots, potatoes, you just boil it. Then you eat it. What? Yeah, I know, but I don't like them in the microwave. They're all ugh. Black-eyed Susan has boiled sweet. I know you can put them in the microwave. You cut it in half, you wrap it up in a wet paper towel, you put it in the microwave. But it doesn't. I like them the way I made it last night. But yeah, you can microwave them. I don't do a lot of. I'm not a. Microwaving for me is heating something up. What? Yeah, corned beef and cabbage, potatoes, carrots, and a turnip. That's it, Judy. That's that old boiled dinner. Yep, salt and pepper is all you need. Growing up, Mom gave me a choice of gardening or learn to cook. You don't have a microwave. I've boiled sweet potatoes. Yeah, yeah, you can mash them. I mean, you can do anything. Anyway, it was a quick 20 minute dinner on a Wednesday night. You know, I had the peas right out of a can. I like them. A boiled sweet potato. And then in the electric frying pan, I had a ham steak. Yep, rutabaga or a turnip. And then those were like sliced apple with a little bit of cinnamon. Because you don't always want pine. You don't always have to do pineapple on a ham. Anyway, people are everyone has a different style of how, you know. But I don't have anything against baking a sweet potato. I just didn't want to turn that oven on for 45 minutes or however long it takes to only one, and I only wanted one. Yeah, yep, apple cider to make apple cider. And that was the liquid that I had in there in the electric frying pan. I put the ham in, browned it on both sides. For the water, for the liquid, I poured apple cider over the ham. Then those apples, I had already diced those up and boiled them before. They were already cooked. Just put some cinnamon and it was good. I'm having it tonight. I've got a second plate for tonight. I might save it for tomorrow night. It'll be okay for another 24 hours. I just cooked it last night. Anyway, you didn't. This isn't the frugal chef or frugal gourmet. You remember him? Boy, that came out of nowhere. He was a skinny thing with white hair. Frugal gourmet, I think. Anyway, whatever. Let's do this. Well, thank you, Judy. It was delicious. Just, people cook the way. I am not a foodie. Yeah. I am not a foodie. But shall we have some of these and then we'll do the show and tell? So again, this counts for today's. I think it just shows up as a live, so people might be waiting all day thinking, oh, he didn't post anything. I might have to, when this is finished, I might have to go home, download it, put it back in as a video so people can see it. I don't know. I don't know if it'll show up in people's feed as an actual video for today. I don't know. Did you know? Your body works like a smart thermostat. When you get too hot or cold, your brain kicks in to balance things out by sweating, shivering, or adjusting your blood flow. It's all part of keeping your inner climate steady. I didn't know that. What? Oh, you're a witness? Bonus bun. To stay out of trouble, bakers in medieval England, oh, I think I knew this, added an extra item to orders. If someone asked for 12 loaves, they'd often get 13. The baker's dozen helped make the baker avoid harsh penalties if one loaf turned out too light. I picked that up somewhere along the line. Hi, we've got 86 folks on lunch break today. Oh, that's a big trash truck. Oh, don't let me forget. I've got to put the trash cans out because tomorrow is trash day. I don't have to put them out every week, but I need to put them out this week. Now, you want some fresh bread? I like bread, Lou, don't you? All right, let's do these did you know. Season markers. Solstices bring the longest and shortest days of the entire year. While equinoxes almost evenly split day and night, these turning points come from Earth's tilt as it orbits the sun. Sorry, I'll try not to be too distracted, but I do apologize. And they help keep the seasons in motion. Okay, clock roots. Before modern times, people tracked time with shadows, sand, and dripping water. Water clocks and hourglasses made it possible to measure time indoors and out at sea. These simple tools helped shape today's timekeeping. Speaking of today's timekeeping, I just bought, beautiful, you're still ticking, I just bought a clock. Now, there's something a little bizarre about this clock. Let me explain before you all start putting stuff in there. I have been fiddling with antiques for 40 years. And this is all right. I think I have a feeling. Anyway, I love this. Look at the little mirror. I don't know why that little mirror has to be there. This is a Seth Thomas clock, and this is going to go back actually to the 1930s. It has a lovely dial, and it is ticking. I don't know whether or not you can hear it. Look at the wonderful crazing on the glaze on the shellac. I don't know how well you can see that. I can get all those little marks out of there. It's very nice. It's a cute little, what would be called like a colonial style clock. A little mirror on it, and there's just a little bit of a tag, and I can just see the word Windsor. So they're probably saying it's like the Windsor model. But what's interesting about this clock, you cannot pull the face off. You don't wind it from the front, right? So this does not open up. It's not supposed to open up. It doesn't open up. You wind it from the back this way, and I've wound it. It's working beautifully. And this is a classic sort of 1930s era clock. But the funny thing is, I don't know if you're noticing that. Now remember, you can't open this front unless you take the clock apart. Look at the back of it. What do you not see? Any way to adjust the time. Now hold on. These three things are screws that hold the clock in. That is the adjustment for fast and slow. This is simply how you wind the spring. There is nothing on the back, nothing to turn, hold on, to adjust the time. So if you let it wind down, what do? Aha, I think, possibly, but this would be weird. There is a little hole right in between the knob that cranks it. A tiny one. It might have been that it's threaded, that there is a threaded end of a screw up in there, and a threaded gnarled knob is missing. Okay? See a little circle right there? I can't wait to get this thing taken apart, but I can't tell because it's so hard to see. But I believe that there would be a little knob that would screw, right, threaded, onto, I forget what you call that thing, not the arbor, to adjust the time. There has to be. So that's what's not there. Right now, you can't change that. It's ticking beautifully, and it's been working for quite a while. Oh, I love the little mirror. So it would be a nice little bedside clock. So I'm going to have to go home and pull this clock apart and see if that is threaded. If it's threaded, then we know. See, I've taken that off. This is threaded, but there's a little place up in there for another knob to go in. That's the only way that you could change the time on it, unless there was a separate little key that would stick in there, and that just wouldn't make sense because it would get lost. But anyway, that's a handsome little clock. I don't think you can hear it. Let's see if I can get you to hear it. I'll be quiet. Now you tell me if you hear it. Can you hear it? Can't hear it? You can't hear it? Heidi can't hear it. Anybody else hear it? Yeah, I guess you can't hear it. Oh, I can. That cute? From the 30s? I hear something. I hear you calling me. Oh, I've eaten my lunch and here's my Tootsie Roll. Sounds like a whiz sound. That that might be my coat. You didn't like the clock? I like this little clock. Why that little mirror has to be on there? Now, we're gonna at least look at two of these. At first I said no. All right, but I went and got them anyway. So I have 3 bags, 2 in each bag for a total of 6. Pink 1930s Depression glass. Okay. Now, why did I say no? Because how many times you say, well, I think these are okay, and you get them out of the bag, and they are flea bitten up like nobody's business. I do not rip open bags in the store, and I will not rip open bags in the store. I don't want to get into that, but I will not do that. Sometimes you can untie them. I did take a lot of time in the store and really, really, really look at these tops or felt them, and they felt okay. We won't really know till we get them out of the bags. And I'm not going to open up all 3 bags. Let's just open up one. Paneled optic. No flea bites. These are paper. This glass is always paper thin. And gosh, by gum by golly, it will be flea bitten like nobody's business. That one feels okay. As I said, I'm not going to do all 6 of them. That one feels okay. All right, so far we have 2 that are all right. We'll have to go through the whole set of 6 of them and see. So if all goes well, we'll have 6 pretty 1930s pink juice glasses or whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say about it. Oh, is Shane? Hi, Shane. Is it Shane or Heather? I guess it could be either one at this hour because Heather's not on her bus. Now, these. What do you think of that? You'll see when I do the thrift haul. Oh, do you love that? I bought 44 pieces of this, and I don't even know what I have. I just put it all in the cart. I hadn't seen this before, but when it was sitting there, I thought, well, you're trying to look like something Franciscan, you know. It has that sort of Franciscan kind of feel. And so I'm looking at it, and I said, yeah, not sure what that is. So I turned it upside down to read it. And it is California pottery from the 40s. Hand-decorated orchard dinnerware cherry pattern. And then I remembered I have seen other examples with like magnolia or dogwood on it. But I did a quick eBay. I did go on eBay and look these up. And I bought all 44 pieces to part out, you know. And that's usually the way you do that. These will go on eBay. And these will be for people that need replacement pieces for this particular set. There's a really good following for like the dinner plates. I'll make all the money back just on selling like 6 dinner plates. And I know I did get 6 nice dinner plates. So, but California is really nice. People love California pottery. There we go. You only get 1 cherry on that side and 2 on that side. So If this is anybody's pattern, you'll have to let me know. Because I never miss a Christmas vlog. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad it brings you some enjoyment. Oh, hi, Carson and Suzanne in North Carolina. My favorite of yours is Pink Seashells. Oh, it went away too fast. I couldn't see it all. I live in California. See, I was in, well, when am I not in a thrift store? Well, anyway, I don't want to tell that story. But, okay, now, let's do some more of these. Clock roots. Before modern, we did that. Sky silence. Planes aren't allowed to fly above the Taj Mahal. India declared the area a no-fly zone to protect the monument and its surroundings. As a result, both commercial and private aircraft are prohibited from passing directly above the iconic site. Mm-hmm. All right. You want some jokes? Knock, knock. Who's there? Mushroom. Mushroom who? There's mushroom for improvement on that last joke. I would agree with that. Your videos really bring me joy. I'm glad they do. Uh, I'm glad. Thank you. It went away. I couldn't say your name. Which part of school is the farmer's favorite? Field trips. The judge couldn't be disturbed at dinner because his honor was at stake. The judge couldn't be disturbed at dinner because his honor was at stake. Boy, I haven't had a good steak in a while. I can murder a good steak. I'm telling you. I went into that ham last night. I would have eaten that whole thing, but I didn't eat it all. I put the other half of it away more than half of it away in the refrigerator. Oh, I didn't think I would like fencing until I decided to take a stab at it. I don't write these. Oh my gosh, there's somebody wanting me to change my car insurance. All right, patient. Doctor, I keep thinking I'm a bell. Doctor, take these tablets, and if they don't work, give me a ring. It's getting hot in here. I'm not going to take off all my clothes. All right. We still have the other things to do. All right, let's see. Some of you are going to love this. Now, this needs some restoration, which can be done. Well, let's see it. That's the biggest dramatic pause. I haven't seen dramatics like that since All About Eve. Wait a minute. All right. I'm going to flash this in front of you, pardon the expression, and you could already see it. And I want you to tell me, how old do you think it is? What era do you think it's from? What era do you think? We know it's a hat box. Mm-hmm. But what age do you think it is? I know what I think. It's not just what I think, it's what I know from experience. How old do you think that is? Look at you, smarty panty pants. A lot of you are chiming in with the well, I'm getting anywhere from 1920s, 1940s, 1950s. Someone says Art Deco. A lot of you are saying the 20s. Guess what? 1925 to 1935. This colonial motifs were enormously popular. 20s and 30s and 40s. And this fits right in there. We're going to go like right in the 30s. Could be anywhere from 1925 to 1940. But I really think we're somewhere around 1933, 1934. And this would have come from a wonderful department store that probably, the reason why there's nothing here is that these were mass produced in a factory, and then the department store could stamp, John Wanamaker, Strawbridge and Clothier, Marshall Marshall Field, Bambergers, whatever. This was never marked, and there's no marking on it, but the bottom of it is pushed. Now that can be restored, so this can be an actual, but somebody is going to flip over this. A vintage clothing person, yeah, that's wonderful, because you've got the colors are vibrant and very, very 1920s, 30s era with those colors and the motif of the colonial folk in fancy dress, masquerade ball type, just absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I was thrilled to find this morning. So do you like it? How much do you like it? And yeah, in the Art Deco era, very much so, Christina. I think Christina said kind of like the Art Deco era. You got that right. You got that right. Um, $5? No. I paid $6 for the doggone thing. I'm playing with you. I paid $6 for that. And you were teasing. Maybe you weren't teasing. Um, who is it? I mean, I know who it is, even if it didn't have the name on it. And it does have the name on it, but I'm covering up. Come on, you know who that is. Wolfgang. That was my great-grandfather's first name. Frederick. Beethoven. Poe. Come on. Keep guessing. Oh, come on. You've got more guesses than just that. Uncle Henry. Hi, Maria Ladybug in Sweden. David Bowie. Your mother-in-law. Your homie. Napoleon. You guys are being goofy. You know that is Wolfgang Amadeus. It is not Mozart. Well, I have 2 hat boxes from... I can hear that clock ticking from here. Of course it's Beethoven. Wait. How do you... It's too much because it's going to go away. All I saw was Revere pots. How do you clean them? I'll tell you how I clean them. Thoroughly after every use. Pots and pans get nasty because people don't clean them after every use. Clean it after you use it, and they won't get cruddy. I don't mean you, whoever you were, and I don't know who you are, because when you do a thing like this on your cell phone, the comments, they're there for 2-3 seconds and they're gone. So if you can't see it, um, you don't need to take soft scrub. You don't need to take SOS pads. If you don't burn them and you clean them after you use them, what product do you use? Soap and water. I don't need baking soda. You guys must let your pans get cruddy. I don't let my kitchen things get cruddy. I wash them, and I thoroughly wash them. Just in a hot sink. No dishwasher. I don't have a dishwasher. Those pans were washed last night. The electric frying pan is put away. I eat my dinner. Then it's very easy to clean the pans while they're still hot. No, I do not only cook soup. No, wrong. Listen, when the pans are hot, right? They get cruddy when you let them sit in the dish pan all night. And then that heat, the stuff that's on it, that's when your pans get cruddy. But when your pans are hot and you wash them while they're still warm, they clean up beautifully. I don't have to use wind. I use nothing but cheap. You squirt some dish detergent in the sink and you get a dish rag and you clean them. That's all. And I've used those pans for 30 some years, because when I got out of college the first time and got my first apartment, I knew my mother had Revereware, and I started finding it. I do tell the truth. I started finding it at thrift stores and things. And I've been using those pans, and I cook. People don't think I cook. I do. They don't get, my stuff doesn't get, if you keep up with it, keep it clean each day, they don't get nasty, cruddy, you know? I don't know. It's my experience. I just clean them right away. But oh, I know, I've been to thrift stores and I look at some pots and pans and I think, you people never wash your dishes. Not you people, but you know, some of that stuff you see in thrift stores, and it's covered in brown, and it's supposed to be stainless steel. How does it get covered in brown? Because you don't wash it right away. You let it sit overnight, and then that stuff gets caked on there, and then it's a pain to clean it. You don't want to do it. I clean them right away. They've looked like that. All right, I'll stop. I can't believe they donate that trash. I know. I can't believe they put it out on the shelf. Anyway, he's made of brass. And he's an old Beethoven. Well, I might keep him. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I love your ninth, by the way. Love your ninth. The fifth, I can deal without it because they play it too much. But the ninth, right on. What's your favorite Beethoven? All right, Beethoven symphonies. The fifth or the ninth? Which one do you want? 3 things to do immediately: dishes, laundry, and paying bills. There you go. You got that right. Whoever said cottage on the creek. Yep. Do your laundry, do your dishes, and pay your bills. That is some good advice. Who taught you that? That's good advice to pass on. Huh? No, I would never. You were raised the same with pans. Yeah, you clean them right away. The fifth or the ninth? Which one do you want? We're not talking about Wolfgang. We're talking about I'm not talking about Mozart. You guys want to talk about that? All right. We won't talk about it. Now, this. Oh, I'll take the Ninth Symphony any day over the Fifth. I've performed the Ninth Symphony. The old stuff is better. Yeah, my grandmother and I have always. I'm trying to read it, but it goes away in 3 seconds. I'm with you, Jody, the Ninth. And you know that man was almost deaf, completely deaf when he wrote that? Boy, I'll tell you, he was hearing music from heaven when he wrote. Let's get this off of here. And we'll get this off of here. What else is in there? Nothing. Now, I could care less about that. This is eh. Now let me tell you why this is eh. That's plastic. That's plastic. This is the dividers here are plastic. Why did you buy the thing then? Why'd you pay $8 for it? I'll tell you why. Well, that's a nice old nickel socket. I can always recycle that socket. This is glass here. So is that. But the rest of it is plastic. And no big deal. But as I said, I'll use the socket. The light bulb is okay. Yeah, New England boiled dinner. You must be lagging, whoever that is, because we talked about that. But I'm not saying you can't talk about it, but I don't want you to feel like you're behind the whole time. I did get a nice parchment shade, and you know how I love a clip-on parchment shade. These are hard to come by. These are so ephemeral. And the grommets came out, so I need to just fix that right here. But that's a pretty shade. And these old shades are hard to find in usable condition. And, I'm okay with the decal on the front, but this is a very nice shade. So I really was okay, paying the $8 because, again, this is a very nice sort of 1940s era shade. And kind of the same era that this particular lamp comes from. So I'm definitely going to be recycling this lamp for parts. Yeah, for parts, absolutely. It's a nice old nickel shade. And as I said, that's a great parchment shade. And these put out such warm light, clips on. I love a parchment shade. Did you know that? I don't think you guys knew that. I don't think you know how much I like a parchment shade. Let me put these over here. Put this over here. Ooh, what's in here? Where do you see this? All right. And listen, I'm not showing you. I've got bags and bags and bags, and I'm not even going to go through. We'll do a thrift haul later on another day. I can't show it all to you now. I'm a Bach fan, all because of the Brigantine Castle commercials. Oh, because the Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Don't get me talking about the Brigantine Castle. You got to be from Jersey to know that. Brigantine is a town in Jersey just north of Atlantic City, and there was a haunted attraction. They were so big in the 70s, everybody had to have a haunted attraction. And Brigantine was this quiet little, and they built the Brigantine Castle. It was this massive haunted castle right there on the sea. And the doggone thing burnt down sometime in the 80s. But the commercials on television in Jersey and in Philly to get everybody to go to the Brigantine Castle always started out with Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor. And some of you are saying, I don't know the Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Yes, you do. Google it, hit play. You will know that piece with the first 3 notes. Just like if I went ba-da-da-dum, that's Beethoven's Fifth, right? So if I go Wait a minute. Now I got to get the toccata and fugue in my head. Da-da-dum! Was that 3 notes? Bum, bum, bum. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. That's the toccata and fugue. Every haunted house had to have that. Did you go to the Brigantine Castle? I sure did. Oh my gosh, that was frightening. I liked it better than Dracula's castle in Wildwood. But we rarely went to Wildwood because the Methodists always went to Ocean City. You know how they carry on down there in Wildwood. We don't carry on like that. Not us Methodists. So we always went to Ocean City. Who's beeping? Anyway, sorry to run my mouth about the Jersey Shore, and half of you don't really know what I'm talking about, but now what is this? I couldn't believe this. This never happens. And I didn't get one, I got 3. Restaurant wear. Huh? Yeah, craziness. Debauchery. I got 3 of them. It's Fire King's, they're little restaurant wear dishes, for corn, mashed potatoes, that kind of thing. I paid $3.50 each for them, yeah. And they have the Fire King on them. See, with the anchor hocking. Now these actually, because they have the anchor, now we're up into the early 60s. See the anchor and the H? This is at the very end. Yeah, coleslaw, exactly. I'd like some pickled beets on the side. You'd get it in that. They didn't start putting that anchor, and I don't have it memorized, but it was sometime in the 60s that they started putting, I believe, that anchor, the anchor and the H. So this is near the end, but these are in good condition, and I never find, and I said I have 3 of them. I mean, yeah, pickled beets. Who can find jadeite in a thrift store anymore? I mean, they're trained in the back room to put that. I forget what the. Oh, here's no big deal. I paid $5 a piece for jadeite. Oh, Jane Ray. Yeah, Jane Ray is a nice pattern. I don't have any. I used to have a whole bunch of Jane Ray. All right, I don't have. Let's finish these off because my lunch break is almost over. I got a couple more things to show you though. We did the jokes. We did. Did you know? Let's do the quotes. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is not complete, says Jack Cornfield. You must not be afraid of playing wrong notes. Just forget it. Play it wrong, but play. Vladimir Horowitz. I want to read that again. You must not be afraid of playing wrong notes. Just forget it. Play it wrong, but play. Thank you, Mr. Horowitz. And let's add that to the thrifting world. You mustn't be afraid of making mistakes. Buy it anyway. Go home and learn from it. You can always take those mistakes and donate them right back. Do I do that? Of course. Hello? You can chat with me now. President Dishes so excited. Oh, wait, I missed that. Are you the one that got the Mrs. Harding dishes? That's how you play the piano? Yeah. You know what I told my mother and Carmen last year at Ocean Grove because we didn't have a whole lot of rehearsal, and that was hard music last year. And I was a music major, so I read music perfectly. I read music like I read English, and I studied music in college. I was an instrumental major. My mother reads music as well. I don't know if Carmen reads music. I forgot to ask her. But that was hard, some of it. And I said to my mother, I said, look, when you get to a part that you don't know, you just do this. No, nobody's going to know. There's 5,000 people in that auditorium. So, no. Oh, I love it. Ooh, this came from some auction house. Let me try to get the sticker off of this. Oh, I ripped it. I can't tell. Oh, well. Who knows? Doesn't make any difference. Not really. Right. Well, I'll show you this in a minute. I've seen her picture doing that. Oh, yeah. My mother has a very nice voice. Trivia. The Rock of Gibraltar. No Googling. Because our brains are going to turn to Google. No Googling. The Rock of Gibraltar is at the tip of the Balkan, Italian, or Iberian Peninsula. Ooh, I don't think I know the Rock of Gibraltar. Now let me think. Is at the tip of the Balkan, Italian, or Iberian Peninsula. Rock of Gibraltar. I have to tell you that I don't know, but I don't think it's Italian. I'm going to go with Iberian. It's just a guess. I'm just going to think Iberian. I don't know this one. Vulcan? I don't think I said Vulcan. Balkan. B-A-L-K-A-N. Balkan? Is that what you meant? Is it at the tip of the Balkan, Italian, or Iberian? Iberian. Is it? I think maybe it's the Iberian. Wait. It's only not good in church when the old lady behind you sings off key. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, we used to have the soprano when I was a boy. Make a joyful noise, I know. But that lady, every time she opened her mouth, it sounded like the theme from Dark Shadows. I mean, she sang. Hey, Mr. Horowitz just told us, don't worry if you have a wrong note, play it anyway. Well, that old lady is in heaven now, and she's got a perfect voice now. I can see her. That was, you know how long ago that was? More than 40 years. Oh, I'm telling you. Miss Bacon. She never married. Miss Bacon. There are a lot of Bacons. You know, there's Bacon is a big name in Philly, and so as you know, I'm right outside of Philly. So there are a lot of Bacons in this town area. Anyway, isn't it funny how you get off on stuff? It was actually 40 plus years because I joined the senior choir at my church when I was in high school. So I was about 15, sophomore in high school, something like that. Old Mrs. Bacon, Miss Bacon. All right, let's finish these. Charlotte and Bronte. Pardon me if I wrote the novel Emma? True or false? By the time... Oh, I didn't give you the answer to the... Oh, good heavens. The Rock of Gibraltar. I apologize. I was run. It's Liberia. Liberia. What did I say? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Iberian Peninsula. I'm sorry. My head went off into something else. You see how I do? What? False what? Teeth? Oh, now you've moved on to this one. Did Charlotte write Emma? No, she didn't. False. What is the capital of Serbia? Hi from California. Hello, California. We have a piece of California pottery, but I've already put it away. Who? No. What is the capital of Serbia? S. I don't get it. Wait a minute, you'll get it. Did you get that? Do I have to explain it? It's bad. Belarus. I haven't looked yet. I was going to say that. Wait, California is beautiful. Ha ha ha. Kevin Bacon's, yeah. Belgrade. Oh, and by the way, it was Jane Austen, which was written by Charlotte Bronte. Bronte wrote Jane Austen. Aha. Okay, and the capital of Serbia is Belgrade. How about that? I love learning new things every day. Okay, the Tin Man wanted this from the Wizard of Oz. What do you want? Probably to get that silver nitrate makeup off his face. Poor thing. Jack Haley? No. Who played the Tin Man? Why did I say Jack Haley? That's not his name. What's the name of the man that played the Tin Man? Oh. No, Jack Haley sang Rock Around the Clock. No, that was Bill Haley and the Comets. I'm getting all off now. I'm getting all my ignore me. Isn't this fun? I can sit here and have the most interesting conversation with myself. What was it? Come on, who played the Jack Haley? No, Buddy Epson. Yeah, I know that Buddy Epson quit. He didn't do it. Oh, anyway. Somebody will say it like 20 minutes from now. What a lag. I know that man. Yeah, Jack Haley. Okay, so who was that was Bill Haley in the Comets. Rock Around the Clock. Jack Haley was Ray Bolger was the Tin Man. Was the dancer, the Scarecrow. And I didn't really ever care much for the Cowardly Lion. And I've read some well, I'll keep my opinion to myself on that. Yeah, Ray Bolger was the Scarecrow, but Jack Haley was the Tin Man. Anyway, you're confused? Oh, you've been around me enough, Karen. You ought to be all right. A heart is what he wanted. Azalea, Hera, or Pangea was the supercontinent containing all others before they separated. Azalea, Hera, or Pangea was the supercontinent containing all others before they separated? Pangea, Pangea. Pangea. What year was it painted? I'm not going to tell you the. It's Bavarian porcelain. Bavarian. Bavarian. I have to say it like that. It's Bavarian, and I'm covering up. What year was this Bavarian porcelain painted? 1930. You're cold. Come on now. 1939. You're getting colder. I know I'm not looking. I should be. 2020. No, you're frigid. 1910 is really hot. You're really hot with 1910. Now you 1880s people are getting colder. 1915, you're getting a little colder. This could take all day, so I'll just tell you. It's dated 1900, and it's either a 3 or an 8. It's very difficult to tell. But the initials are AA. Right here. I know it's too small. I can't get. And it's either 1903 or 1908, which is really hard to see, but it's right down there. Pretty good condition too. Bavarian. So wait till you see this. And I paid too much for it, but I paid for it. Every now and then you say, I know I'm paying too much for that, and you buy it anyway. Come here. Come here to me, you. All right. Ugh. Now, tell me who made it and what year. Oh, golly. Who made it and what year? Throw it on the floor. Who's the manufacturer and what year? I mean, not year, but what era? You can't say what year. Anchor Hocking, 19. So yeah, not like we yeah. So I didn't mean to say what year, because that always kills me when I do a live sale and people say what year, and I know they mean like what era, but I'm a very literal person. When you say what year, I'm like, well, yeah, I can't unless the year is on it. You don't know. But anyway, you got the Anchor Hocking part right. Hey, I've not had this. It's not from the 20s. We see this candy dish a lot on its own, and they did it in every single color that Anchor Hocking had almost. But I've never had the underpants, the green inserts, and the candy dish in the middle, which can stand alone as a candy dish. But yeah, very, very much Anchor Hocking in the forest green. So we can be in the 40s or the 50s. And as I said, I did pay a lot for this. But oh my golly, won't someone love this for the 40s? When the 40s, the 50s, and it's really the 50s, 60s. Yeah, right. Isn't that great? The color. Do you love it? You excited? Should I bring it to the Two Chaps live sale on Monday night? I don't know. It's big, but I can ship it. That's a great mid-century piece. Hi, Margaret. You made to bring it to the your. Isn't that nice to get that whole thing? Boy, I love that on the table. And of course, these come out, as you know. Wouldn't it be super to find these in red, and you could do red, green, red, green, red, green all the way around? Wish you had room for it. I know. I love this thing. We have to see. I will have to see. Karen, don't mess with me. Is it EAPG? Does it glow? I'll smack you ball-headed. Or is it I'll snatch you bald-headed? Do I smack you bald-headed or do I snatch you bald-headed? Well, one or the other. Ugh! I can't sit here all day and run my mouth. This is lunch break. Ugh! And I need to go home and the things I've got to do. Oh! But this is the time of the year. I tell you what. Anyway, it's wonderful. How you guys doing with your? You sure can. I sure can. What? Still ticking. And you can check your lipstick, ladies. And I can see if I have lettuce in between my bicuspids. All right, let's put you down. I still have keep talking. I've got to go, Thrifty. All right, let's review a few things. Thank you so much for watching the daily, sometimes vlog, sometimes just video. This is today's. I will put them in a folder or whatever. What's it called? Playlist. And I'm just going to call them day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Isn't that creative? Creative. And so just to give you a little something to watch every day, if you don't have anything to do, I will open up my Tootsie Roll. That's my treat. I'm leaving here, and I'm on my way to Bristol. Bristol. You ever heard of the Bristol Stomp? Well, I'm on my way to Bristol, Pennsylvania, and I will go to 2 thrift shops there, then cross the Burlington-Bristol Bridge back into New Jersey, and I'll go to 2 more thrift shops there, and then I'm going home. I need to take a nap. As I told you earlier, I did not sleep well last night, so I'm going to take a nap because I got too much to do tonight. But I don't have to cook dinner because I've already got a ham plate with sweet potatoes and peas and cinnamon apples on top. Anything you guys want to say before we get out of here? When will we see you live again? Oh, I don't know. Probably Monday night. Probably not till Monday night at the live sale. But I hope everyone is well. Everything okay, Christina? Well, come on up. I've got enough ham for you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day as well. I'm sure that you will. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, everyone. I guess, wait a minute. I think David wants to do what? Monday night? Oh, you hear that wind? See my car shaking? When the truck is a-rockin', don't you come knocking. No, that's the wind. Bye for now. Bye, everyone. I'm so glad you could have lunch with me today. Can you go back in and get a refill after you've left the store? I don't think you can. All right, back to work. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Where is it? It's up there. Boop.